So with virtual programming, and we're also back having programming at the museum, this fall, we're going to be doing both. And this is a picture inside of one of our galleries. And we have some programming coming up for all types of age groups. We have Young Artist Academy, which used to be called Saturday Class for Middle Schoolers. It's a 5-week course where we kind of explore paintings in PAFA's collection and learn the secrets and techniques of how artists kind of capture those beautiful images. And we're also starting a PAFA art club, which runs once a week. On Tuesdays, it's virtual, and Thursdays, it's in person in the museum. And it's a one-off course where each week we're going to learn a skill or technique or theme based on pieces in our gallery. And that's ages 6 through 9, and Young Artist Academy is 10 to 14. And we also are going to do something called a Creative Academy, which is for kids who are homeschooled or still virtually learning or pre-kindergarten, so they haven't gone to school yet. And that's going to be during the day. We don't have time set up, so keep an eye out on our website and our newsletter. And that's going to be kind of tours and activities in the galleries and learning kind of literacy and different kind of learning environments in the galleries. And if you want to ever come to the museum, our new hours are Thursday through Sunday from either 10 to 4 or 11 to 5. And these are some of the exhibitions we have. We're continuing our celebration of women artists throughout history. So these are all women artists from PAFA, and it spans from the 1800s to World War II and all over the globe in different types of artwork. We have a show called Artists in the Built Environment, where it's all different artists and how they interpret urban spaces, Philadelphia, and spaces throughout the world and the city. And this is one of my favorite paintings in our galleries right now. I think it's beautiful. And one of I think the most exciting is making a landmark. So it's all the history of how our building was built, all the engineering and kind of secret details that you get sometimes in our lessons, because we always like to put it in there. And one of the best recent pieces that we added is this Campbell Smith piece. And does anyone want to guess what this one's made out of? What does this look like it might be made out of? Any guesses? Yeah. If you want to unmute yourself? You want to take a guess? Perfect. What do you think?
Brick.
Brick. It does. It looks a lot like brick. So this artist is actually, his name is Campbell Smith, and he's from Philadelphia, and he makes these all out of cardboard and paper he finds laying around. So this is all recycled material that he cuts out and assembles and paints. And this is really big, and it's almost an exact replica of our building, and it's really cool. It's one of my favorite pieces because it's just stuff we would throw out that he makes it out of. Pretty cool, right? But we're going to make our own project with similar materials. So we are going to make a wreath, and I'm going to go over it really quickly, step by step, in case some people work faster and some people work slower, and then we're going to do it together. Sound good? All right. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to just unmute yourself and call out, and happy to answer any questions. So the first step in this is you're going to want to cut out the center of your plate. So should look like this when you're done. So you might need adults' help with this part. The easiest way to cut out the plate is to kind of fold it in half first, like this, and just make a little cut, and then you can go around and cut out the middle. Be a little tricky if you have it doesn't have to be perfect circle. We're going to put things over it so you won't really see the edge. Has anyone here made a wreath before? Yes, no? Give me yeah? Awesome. Oh, awesome. Great. All right. Looks like everyone's caught up, has their circle. Perfect. So now we're going to put this aside. We're going to need this a little later. But I want you to get your construction paper out. You can use any colors you want. I picked fall colors. I like fall. So So I picked fall colors. You guys can pick any colors you want. And what you're going to do is you are going to trace your hand onto one of these pieces of paper. Try to put it to as close to the edge as possible. So let me stop sharing my screen so you can see what I'm doing. So you're going to want to trace your hand, make sure it's to one of these sides. And if you're having trouble tracing your hand, you can always have someone help you. So cutting out hands takes a little bit of time, and we're going to need a good amount of these because we want to fill up our whole paper plate. So what I recommend is either folding your paper in half and also folding a couple sheets of paper together. So I'm going to cut out 4 hands at once instead of, and if your hand's in the middle of the paper, you can just fold your papers together like this. Have at least 2 or 3 pieces of paper together and cut them all out at once, because then it makes the process a little bit easier. Because I would say we're going to need about eight of these. And don't worry if you guys don't have colored paper, we're also going to be decorating these in a little bit. And if you have any big scraps, you might want to keep them because we can also make them into leaves and other decorations later. So I have 4 hands now. I have some mine pre-cut, but I would say probably 8 or 10 hands would be good. Good job, Maggie. I know cutting out the hands is a little tough, but if you got help, I feel like you guys have help, which is great. Awesome, Claudia, those look great. You guys are just gonna need a bunch of them. And Claudia, an easy way to do it is to make sure you're getting 2 hands out of each paper. It's just to fold the paper in half long ways. And then, yep. So then you can just trace it on one half and you'll already have 2. Perfect. All right, let's see. All right, let me know when you guys think you have enough hands. This one uses a bunch. I don't think we need this many though. All right, Maggie, do you have all your hands cut out? Or are you still working?
We're still working.
Okay, sounds good. Claudia, that's cool. Maybe you could even try to figure out how to use the cutout part on your wreath. And you guys also work together. So if you guys want to make one big wreath as a group, I strongly encourage it. Ooh. Oh, nice. So you're gonna color it in?
She's painting it.
Oh, you're painting it. Are you using watercolors?
Yeah.
Nice. That's a great idea. Maggie, that looks like a lot of hands. Good job. And don't worry, Maggie, we can use those extra steps. So one of the things I did with my scraps is, since it's starting to feel like fall, but the leaves haven't really turned colors yet in Philadelphia, is I use my scraps to cut out these leaf shapes. So that's also a way, if you feel you're like, I need more hands, I'm a little tired of cutting out hands, using the scraps to cut out some super simple leaf shapes is also a good option. So I cut out some leaves, and this is also a good time to start thinking about how you want to decorate your hands. So here's some of the leaves I made for mine. So before you even assemble it, you can start thinking about, I know Claudia's group is painting some of theirs, but thinking about decorations you want to color on your hands. I like to start thinking about things I'm thankful for and adding them on. But stick with cutting out our hands first. And as you're cutting out your hands, you can kind of start to keep track of how many you might need, start assembling them. You don't have to glue them down yet, but just figuring out how they're gonna look on the plate. And it's also good to see how many more you're going to need. So figure out if you want to make a pattern. Where they're gonna go. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So mine took 9 hands. You might need a little less, a little more, depending on how much you spread them out. Claudia, are you doing good? Yeah? Great. You're doing good? Yeah, I see you painting all your hands. And you can also, if you want more, you can do that, or you can spread them out a little further apart. Good job, Maggie. I think you might have enough hands now. All right, so once you have your hands cut out, I think almost everyone's there. I want you to start thinking about how you're gonna decorate them. The one thing I very much like to do, and find my Sharpie, is I like to start, because this is kind of a fall activity, it's almost Thanksgiving time, is to start off by thinking about things I'm thankful for. So once I know I have colored pencils or whatever you have, is I think while you're decorating it, is to also add things you're thankful for, whether that's family or friends or pets. Does anyone want to share something they're thankful for that they want to put on their wreath? Yeah, Claudia.
Our cats.
Oh, your cats, what are their names?
Color.
Ooh, beautiful. Great. Anyone else want to share? So I, similar to Claudia, am very much like my pet. So I'm going to put his name, which is Frankie. He is a dog. And I'm just going to put one on each hand. And you can also do this by drawing pictures of those things. If you have photos, you can add those. If you just want to decorate the hands and color them in, you can do that. So that's where I'm going to start off, is kind of thinking about things I'm thankful for and putting them on some of the hands as part of the wreath. And if you need help spelling something, you can ask an adult, you can ask me, or you can draw a picture of it. Ooh, that's a cool shape.
This is my scrap of making like a snowflake kind of thing. And because when you do a snowflake, you fold it. So that I got a lot of leaves from it.
Nice.
So I did it, and then this just came out.
Perfect. It looks like a snowflake. Very cool. So now this is the part where you can start, before we glue everything together, start decorating however you want. I know you guys are using some watercolors, but you have markers, if you have colored pencils, you can do patterns or pictures. Maggie, what are you thinking? How are you going to decorate your hands?
I use some stickers.
Ooh, can I see?
So you have to get them. I have to get them.
Okay, no problem.
Oh. Ooh, look at this. This is gold. I can use ribbon.
Yeah, if you guys have ribbon or stickers, I have over here, which I'm going to add later, some printouts of some of the pieces in PAFA's collection. So I'm going to be using some of those later. I think I'm going to draw some flowers on mine. I like plants a lot, and I'm always super thankful to be around nature. Claudia, what are you thinking? How are you going to decorate your piece, your hands?
I'm using ribbon.
Ribbon, that's going to be cool. So we're going to spend some time coloring them in, and then we're going to assemble everything all together in a little bit, and then you can add even more decorations once it's assembled. Oh, that's a lot of stickers. Nice. Those are so cool, Maggie. Yeah, that's going to look great. So there's two ways to do this. One is to start decorating before we assemble, or decorating after we assemble. So we're going to do a little bit of both. We're going to spend some time decorating our hands, and then we'll start assembling it. Sound good? So for the hands, I'm adding symbols of things I'm thankful for. The leaves, I'm just keeping simple. I just put the little lines to make them look like leaves. Claudia, I know you're adding ribbon and stuff, so make sure you think about how they're going to sit on the plate, because sometimes some of the stuff might overlap a little bit. You want to keep that in mind as you're decorating your hand. You can always go back over stuff once it's assembled. See, I'm gonna draw a picture of my pet dog on here. Did anyone else come up with some good ideas for their decorations? So I decided I'm going to assemble mine, and I can show you guys how to do that. And then I'm going to continue decorating it afterwards. So I'm going to start from the very top with having two hands facing away from each other. And then I'm just going to go around and having them overlap a little bit all the way to the bottom. And I'm just going to use a glue stick to glue them all down. So once I like the pattern, and then once they're glued down, I'm going to continue decorating them because I want to make sure some things aren't going to overlap or some things are going to overlap. You guys do not have to glue them down yet if you don't want to. If you're still adding stickers and drawing, I know we're waiting for the watercolors to dry. So I'm still going to color my hands more. Add some patterns. Make some more leaves to put on here. How's it going, Claudia? Can I see what you're working on?
I right now have this.
Ooh, nice.
And I also am right now on my hands drawing some things I like.
Nice, great. So whenever you're ready, you can start gluing your hands to the paper and then continue, even keep on adding on to them once they're glued down to the plate. Okay? Nice. Maggie, how are you doing? What are you working on?
Gluing the hands down.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, so assembling and cutting out, it takes a little bit, but I think it ends up looking really nice at the end. Oh, that looks great. That looks really nice. I really like the colors you picked. Are you happy with it? So I have all my hands glued down. I'm gonna continue adding some decorations to it with markers and start thinking about the other materials I want to add to it. So I have these cut out leaves I want to place around. All right, so I'm gonna continue making some patterns that I like on mine, some polka dots. Are you still assembling, Maggie? Yeah? Okay, I'm gonna add some leaves. And I also have some cool pictures I found of pieces of PAFA's collection. So if you have photos at home or stickers or anything like that, you can add those, but I'm gonna cut out some pieces and collage them onto my wreath. So what else are you gonna add to your wreath besides the hands and stickers? What else are you thinking about?
I don't know, maybe I'll add some coloring or some photos.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I'm gonna glue these on, and I might add a couple more leaves. Thinking about, I might cut out some pumpkin, a picture of a pumpkin and put on here, because that's a favorite part of fall. Ooh! Wow, that looks great. Look at all those hands. That's crazy. Oh, hold on. I'm going to pin it so I can take a photo. That looks awesome. Look at all those colors. That's a big wreath. Can you tell me about some of the images you drew? What are some of the things you're thankful for that you added?
Well, I added my mom, my dad, Papa, love, health, pets, kindness, peace, food.
Food, yeah.
Very cool.
And I even took some of my dog's paw prints and put them on.
Your dog's paw print? Oh, what is your dog's name?
Molly.
Molly? Oh, pets are the best. That looks great. Are you thinking about adding anything else?
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking about?
I might add some more stickers and photos that I drew.
Yeah. That will look great. I think that's going to be excellent. And I think I have some ribbon around, so I'm going to add that to mine. Add some bows. Ribbon's also a good thing to make sure you can hang it up. So before I added lots of stuff to mine, I'm going to add a ribbon. So this one I think is good to use tape just to make sure that after I'm done adding all the stuff, I can hang it up somewhere. So I'm putting ribbon on the back of mine, wherever I want the top to be. So then you will be able to hang up like this.
I like your wreath.
Thank you. I like your wreath. That's the fun thing about art, is that no matter, even if you're trying to do the same thing, it's always going to look different because everyone has different styles and things they like. I'm going to add some more decorations in the center. I've got some of these fabric flowers, so I'm going to add some of those that look like leaves. I think that will look nice. Ooh, what type of stickers are you adding now? Ooh, nice. Stickers are the best. Yeah, for this one I made behind me, I added some real leaves. I added some pictures. And then next month, we're going to do a Halloween Family Arts Academy. We're going to play some games and we're going to make paper lanterns, which is my favorite. I love Halloween. How do you feel about the wreath so far? Good? We're gonna finish up in the next couple minutes. You can keep on working on it if you want. Thank you so much. Do you like it? Yeah, perfect. I like how many colors you added. I think if I make this again, I'm gonna do what you did and add more colors. So what's your favorite part about it? What's the thing you like the most?
Probably the big picture in the middle.
The big picture? Yeah. Perfect. So thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed making the wreath. Yeah? Great. And I hope to see you guys again very soon for our Halloween Family Arts Academy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys.